we trim the lesson down a bit? Let's trim the lesson down a bit. There we go.
Oh.
That's a statement.
And how far are we? And he just makes a pair of scissors with his fingers. Like, literally a pair of scissors with his hand. Just turns it into a pair of scissors. How much are we paring or trimming it down? Well, how much are you trimming it down?
Kind of want to see what happens if I say parts I can use. How much that goes.
A useful bit.
Because if I just say the parts Nim could use, Nim doesn't need to know the history and why they're there. Just the sigil. The sigil and the name is the useful bits.
Yeah.
Is it the name or the location?
Well,
Is that what? Oh.
well the sigil is like the location, I assume. And the name is so Nim knows where that sigil is, like, in terms of, like, the city or the countryside or whatever. Does that make sense? Am I making sense, or am I making
He
less
wants to know
sense?
whatever the spell requires her to know.
Whatever this...
Are you asking me or them?
Whoever can tell me if I'm making sense.
Well, I feel like the I don't know, man.
It makes plenty of sense. Just
Yeah.
ask for what's required to use them. And then...
For what's required to use them.
And where they are.
Which is a requirement of using them.
Yeah.
Do you need to know the location, or do you just need to know, like, a set of sigils? Is it like I could just type in, like, latitude and longitude and not know where the fuck it is?
I mean, basically, yeah, that's how the teleportation circles work. Their runes
It
and
just-
sigils are the only component needed to be able to travel to them.
And
Yeah.
it just has to be on the same plane as Nim. And where they are. That's Nim's requirements. How to use them and where they are.
The useful sigils and where they are located.
So Nim asks.
Yeah.
So Nim asks this.
Not asks.
Oh, well,
Explains.
yeah,
Specifies.
you're right. Specifies.
Yeah. Trying to do a thing.
Oh, so you only wish to know how to use them and where they are. Only these two things. He's asking.
As long as how to use them includes the sigil sequence. Yeah. I need to know that he knows that that's what Nim wants.
Yeah, how to use them and where they are. Just that.
Yeah.
Well then, that should only take about 2 months.
That feels a lot more doable.
That is 4 whole months taken off. But also, 2 months?
Yeah. I mean, above board, Nim has no idea how many people have personal teleportation circles. How many people?
Well, now.
How many painters have stuffed a sigil haphazardly scrawled into their closet floor?
You guys know what that means. If we get the full list, we can break into people's homes.
Yes, I do.
let's put a pin in this one so that way you guys can ask your question.
Nim says that out loud.
You guys cool with that? I feel like we've talked about the teleports too long.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to hold off that lesson for after everyone else, then I'm fine.
Yeah.
So what is Nim actually saying out loud?
We'll do it after everyone else asks their question.
Yeah. You good with that, Jade? Yes, no, maybe so. But sure. Okay. Let's put a pin in this, so that way we can do this after their questions.
And Besrar will respond with, "Oh, very well." And he will form your question as a blue piece of smoke paper in his left hand and make a giant pin and stick it in it with his right. We have tabled this question.
Fantastic. We can stick it on the fridge. I mean, the cabinet.
And Besrar will shrink it down and float it over to the cabinet where it will look like it then sticks on the cabinet door.
Love a person who's too literal.
I mean, he's doing it for the humor of it. He's having fun. It ain't a conversation with a djinn if there's not some Robin Williams hijinks going on. Let's be real. If there's not some fanfare to it, well, what's the point?
Yala, you're up next.
Yala asks her question.
What is Yala's question?
It's written there.
I'm not looking at it. Read it to me.
What is the most efficient way to kill gods?
For us to kill God. Did it not say it there?
No.
I missed it.
But I guess it's that instead.
Ah!
Alright.
I told you guys to spell check.
Well, Yala can vocalize the question she wishes to ask.
What is the most efficient way for us to kill gods?
For you to kill a god.
I'm gonna wave, but he says you. He's like,
and he'll lean back, stroke his beard, and you'll just see the glow of his eyes. That's another thing you notice if you choose to. He has the same look to his eyes as Death has. Those same black eyes with white pupils. And they're shining and glistening as he mulls the question over. I would say, without a doubt, that the best way for you to end the life of a god would be to take away the magic that gives them life, which would appear that you already have that capability.
Aw, the power was us all along. I didn't expect this bullshit.
That is to say, while you have the means to rob them of their magic, the question relies, do you have the skill to do so?
does efficiency need us to have skill?
Well, if you're not picking up on it, what he's saying is the best way to do it is to basically use atoms, something that can remove their magic, but just because you have the tool doesn't necessarily mean that the job is easy.
That's fair. I believe we were looking for an easy way to do it.
We could just get Hyala crapzillion atom arrowheads.
Atom spears.
Yeah. The arrowhead for both spears and arrows.
Yeah. Don't touch them with them, please.
Get stabbed.
But how will I know if they work if I can't test them on you?
You have your own magic!
If I can't test them on you.
Yeah, you are pure magic. You are the test subject.
No.
He'll then lean closer to the three of you and say, however, the most perfect and unstoppable way to kill a god is not something that mortals possess.
You should
Oh, but we
give it
said
to
for
us.
us.
Yeah, we did say
Damn
for us. He was just like, haha, there's more information, but you don't get it.
Yeah, you guys suck because you're mortal.
I mean, true, but like, if we can't get it, then we can't get it.
I mean, right now we're technically immortal.
Yeah.
Ha What's he gonna do? Kill us?
Yeah.
Oh shit! The gods are frozen. Let's go kill them.
Woo! La, la, la. We need the names and current locations of all gods. And we'll be right back in between each one.
Yeah, you got a few months, right?
But yeah, in simple terms, the answer to your question is Adam.
Yay.
Cool.
And that leaves one last question.
And then Samson will ask. By the way, Samson wrote all that down.
And Sam's just sitting there.
Yeah.
What a delightful little boy.
Yeah. Man, if Oakley knew that he had all the answers to the world at his fingertips, she'd probably freak the fuck out.
No, she wouldn't, because she knows he's too stupid to think of the right questions.
Damn, you're right.
He finally found all the answers to the universe and more in 3 opportunities to obtain it, and he asked how to be a better boyfriend. You know, I would say I'm surprised, but this is just par for the course. Hills and valleys with this boy. And she just proceeds to just down a bottle of booze.
I love this character so much. I love Samson.
Hills and valleys.
Alright, so then Samson asks, where can we find a benevolent wish-granting genie? Someone who will, you know, not try and weasel her way out of, our wishes.
We want a
Or
non-weasel
screw us
genie.
over.
We want a genie that's a jock, not a nerd. You understand, right?
We definitely don't want a jock.
Or a nerd.
He is a nerd. All genies are nerds, sorry.
Damn, I can't believe you'd say that to Jade.
Calareth's not a nerd.
She's a genasi,
According to Shay.
I think.
According
No.
to Shay.
She's-
I don't know
she's
how many
not.
characters you have.
She's Sari's mom.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sari's mom isn't a genasi?
No, they're
No,
a genie.
Yeah,
That's what makes them a genasi.
Well,
yeah.
no, you can... Two genasi can also produce more genasi.
No,
But
they
Sari's
just
a first
produce
gen.
a genie and a human.
It's always twins and they just go whoop!
Yeah, what's the dominant genes when those are recessive genes?
Wow. That's weird.
They have one
I saw a
genie,
meme.
2 genasi, and 1 human.
I saw a meme about that where it was like
Like a-
2 dragonborn have a human baby and they're just so confused.
Double recessive trait.
I remember the one where it was like, I think it was 2 centaurs.
Yeah.
Had like a human kid and their other kid was a horse, and someone was talking shit about the horse, and the guy comes up and is like, how could you say that about my sister?
Yeah. There's also the one that's like, there's like a monster person support group and a human woman goes up and the guy at the bar is like, oh, let me guess, you're like half mermaid, half,
Was it half mermaid, half centaur, or something like that?
It's whatever's like part human on the top and part the other one is part human on the bottom. And she was like, well, yes. And he's like, get out. And she's like, no, wait. And then she wheels in her brother, who's like a bull. Oh, it's Minotaur. He's a bull on the top and a fish on the bottom. And the guy's like, oh, come on in.
Yeah, that shit was so fucking funny.
Anyway, so what was the last question?
Samson said, where can
send us to your homie.
Yeah, a benevolent wish-granting genie, and they specified someone who won't try to, like...
Screw us over.
Yeah. Won't try to, like, screw us over with our wishes.
A non-asshole.
You know, like you, but for things and not knowledge. He doesn't say that. But
he thinks so.
Yeah.
Ah, the fairy tales twisting your ear. There are many who would fit your description, but I assume you want the location of the closest?
Oh, the nicest.
I feel like Samson would be like, where are the nicest? Something getting there. I guess, I think the closest is hard because at one chance they could be at Glotnia, and then it'd have to do like some sort of like treasure hunt. And then saying the nicest could be like, oh, they're in like the elemental plane of fire. And it's like, well, shit, can't get there.
Actually, we could.
Okay, can't survive there.
Actually, you could. However, I will also warn that a djinn or genie's vessel can disappear from its current location at any time should it be used, swept away by nature itself. Any number of things can shift the vessel's position. I can tell you its location at the time when our conversation ends, but that doesn't necessarily mean it will be there when you find its location.
Should we just request, like,
A list?
names and how to contact them? Can we get their deets?
Get their Instagram. Get their Instagram.
Yeah.
Get their My Genie. Their My Genie page.
Give me the yellow book of genies.
Onlygenies.com.
Whoa.
Only wish.
Hey, Only Wish has a lot of paywalls. You don't really want to go there.
We got money.
It seems so. It seems like we can't get like an updated list, like a list that will update itself. Pretty sad.
Of course, you can't answer the question necessarily as is, so you could just abandon it entirely. Ask a whole different one.
Maybe the location of several benevolent wish-granting genies. Based on
Attractiveness.
proximity. But they have to be nice. You know, just in case one of them gets used, but you know, we could try to check for the other one.
straight up going on a hunt for the Dragon Balls.
Except each one grants 3 wishes, so it's like the Dragon Balls on crack.
So you guys want to hear a funny?
No.
Too bad, I'm gonna tell you anyway. We could also ask, instead of the genie question, where are you going after this? Since he's like, yeah, once you use it, it disappears. So we could go get him back and ask him.
And then ask more genie questions!
Yeah.
The equivalent of wishing for more wishes.
Basically.
Is that something you want to do?
Honestly, that sounds like a really good idea. Especially since, like, it means that we can... Well, because next time, we won't be able to ask for anything. We'd have to ask a whole new set of questions.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's just a solution looking for problems, and I feel like we can do that.
We're a walking basket case. You're telling me by the time we actually get to him, we won't have 2 more questions?
What's wrong with Nim?
Fuck you.
Oh, based. So, sorry. I was gonna say, like, wait, isn't he the most, like, closest in proximity genie? But, like, he doesn't grant wishes, just information.
He is a knowledge gen.
True. But if we get the wish granting one, we could just wish for this guy back. And then he can tell us where the genie we used to wish him went.
Alright, let's abandon everything else we need to do and just go on a genie hunt.
Genie hunt! Genie hunt! Oh man, we'll be so overpowered.
Yeah.
I want to be level 20.
Do you want to get the answer to it after the 2 months?
If you give me 2 months to think of this, I won't give you an answer.
No, I don't mean IRL. I mean after Nim's diatribe, so that way we don't get an answer. Go there to find one of the genie things, and since it's... Wait, no, time is frozen. Never mind. Fuck it. Ask your question.
Okay. Do we wanna get a second shot at questions, or do we wanna find a wish genie?
I'm
Probably wish.
I feel like we've logically reasoned that they can lead into each other a near infinite amount of time.
I love whatever red you guys are.
Yeah.
Wishes?
I mean, yeah, because we can try and get a bunch of like Atom stuff.
Can a genie give us Adam?
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Oh God.
We just
I
ask
need to find this guy again so I can ask if genies can give us Adam.
Zanzibar could also probably answer that for you.
That's true. I forgot he knows things.
Mood.
All right. Then
He knows a lot of things, and will never tell you a lie. But he also...
Yeah, but he also doesn't tell us a lot of things.
Well,
which is
you
fair.
also don't ask a lot of things.
That is a fucking lie.
We asked so many questions. Oh my God.
Not as much as you think.
Well, we have to play 20 questions about his wife soon, so... Apparently that was taken over one of the questions that we had for this. I guess, yeah, Simpson will ask on which one's the closest.
Alright.
Also, did he give some sort of... Oh yeah, he gave the warning that they might not be there.
Yeah, because he can give you the literal pinpoint GPS location. But, you know, unless it's literally right next door, you know, it could be 1 mile away, it could be 1,000 miles away, it could be 10,000 miles away, it could be at the bottom of
Zanzibar can get them.
Yeah.
True. You are right. But he doesn't know that you have a Zanzibar in your pocket.
True. Well, he doesn't need to.
He doesn't.
Alright, so yeah, Samson will ask where the closest benevolent wish-granting genie is to their current location.
And he will lean over your paper and he will start reading to you the exact pinpoint location of the closest genie that meets wish-granting genie that meets your qualifications.
Okay, and Samson writes down.
It's completely in, like, global positioning coordinates.
We have a Zanzibar.
You do have a Zanzibar.
Well, I mean, isn't the GPS coordinates would also be able to tell us what is nearby and what, like, where it is?
Like the
This guy's here to give us information, so there'd be no point in obfuscating it in some way that might not be clear.
Well,
I think.
you have a point, but, like, the actual numbers of a measurement system, latitude and longitude, pinpoints it exactly. The XYZ of something's position on the globe is by far the most single objective value of how to get to it. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. Dude.
Whether Samson can read that system or not doesn't really affect the value of the answer. It, in fact, is exactly where it is. Whereas if he tries to describe it, Samson could be like, well, is it above? Is it below? Is it?
I mean, does he give the altitude too?
Yeah, it's the XYZ.
Okay. Latitude, longitude, and altitude of it. Does he also... Dang, 'cause we just looked for a location. So I guess we wouldn't know exactly... Oh, I guess there's nothing more to that answer.
And now it's time for Nim's 2-month lesson.
Then we fast forward, because I doubt you have a list right now.
No.
Hey, can Samson and Yellow work out in the frozen time for those 2 months?
Yeah,
They're stuck there too.
we've got a lot of days.
Got a lot of days and a lot of time.
Fair enough. You're gonna have to
Because
either
we're
eat.
dead.
You three are gonna have to either eat a meal or consume a good berry for every single one of those days.
Well, if
I'm pretty
That
sure
was a lot to
the
sleep.
good berry makes it ad infinitum. So
more or less, because once Yellow leaves, she can make more good berries. It makes 10.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you want to rationalize it, that they're good for, like, a meal as opposed to an entire day, there's still 3 for each of us.
Yeah.
yeah. God, somebody was getting arrested.
cops
Now
say no.
somebody's dead.
It's me.
Why are you dead? And why are you getting arrested?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
I do
but
want the
anyway.
answer to them.
How are
You
you gonna
think
get
you do
arrested
what
if you're
you
dead? How
You
much
think
did
you
you
want
fuck
the answer?
up?
You think you want the answer, but you're really not ready for it.
I am ready for it. I'm prepared.
You think you are, but you're not. So moving forward.
I am! Don't bring up things that you're not ready to share!
That's not the issue at all.
Well, then you would share it.
Nah.
I'm gonna
You can't handle the truth.
You can't know what I can't handle. You don't know me. I simultaneously whipped and nade.
Anyway.
0 frame whip and nay.
Yeah, whip and nay in the Genie dimension. Hold on, I'll be right back. Prep, so what's happening? Oh yeah. I have pretzel. Hold on.
So, do you guys have to make a shit ton of rolls right now?
Yes. I think we do.
Is Samson using the weight?
Yeah, once Yella gets the 1 strength benefit from it.
Yeesh.
So you wanna roll your check?
Yeesh.
How many do we owe?
Yalla for how many days she has left on the thing, and you, I don't know, how many consecutive days did you do? Because the maximum is 4 weeks.
Like 4, I think. Samson only did it when Yellow was doing it.
Either way, you could do 4 weeks straight, and it'll be the same effect, because you've got 6 weeks about. Or no, 8.
8 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess Yella finishes up her stuff and gets her strength up to 18.
Woo.
Because what was it? It's 2 weeks per
Point.
It was 2 weeks per point, right?
2 weeks per point, and the weight can help you. It can only help you up to 1 point.
Yeah.
So for y'all, it gets you to an 18. For you, it just gives you a point when you complete the
It
training.
would get me to 17.
So what Nim learns over the course of 2 months is every teleportation circle on the globe, just the location and how to use it, and nothing else. She has no idea if they're permanent or temporary. We're gonna have to play that roulette game. So theoretically, you have the power to now ask me if any single place that you know about or discover, if she knows that there's a teleportation circle there, and it can either be yes, no, or it's permanent or temporary.
Hagen.
Yeah. I think that's fair. That's pretty powerful. What were you gonna say?
I'm thinking on a thing. I think they have to make a bunch of rolls, though.
Yeah, they do.
Wee.
Benefits.
Alright, 1 day!
Uh-huh.
It's a shame you guys can't just do multiple rolls at a time.
I mean, could technically.
But where's the fun in that? Nim's also gonna question this genie about his life.
I don't think you can.
Tell me about yourself.
I like the idea that we're working out, and Nim's working out the library.
Yeah.
Woo!
So Nim's gonna ask him about himself?
Yeah.
So, he will actually still answer you. Because at this point, while he's teaching you, you guys are just having casual conversation. Your 3 questions are up, so, like, you know, anything that's mundane, casual information doesn't really matter. But he will tell you, he will introduce himself as Besrar. Hold on, let me do it in character. It feels better that way. Besrar arasu behemu dasta bodasa ezidem gasafar damush Gabru the 4th Jr.
I'm gonna call you Jerry. I'm kidding.
I'm gonna call you Jerry.
Alright, I'm gonna try something and see if that... Also, all of those seem really good for Yala.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have a question about the weight thing.
And I do have an answer.
She was already halfway to a point. Does it bring her up to halfway to another point, or does it just crash after the 1-up?
Nah, after the 1-up, she just is too used to the weight.
Mm-hmm.
Then you give it to Samson.
Yeah.
Maybe... Okay, so that does not work. But yeah, I would have to roll it manually.
Well, you get your dice rolls out.
Alright.
Introduce herself back.
I mean, if we're doing it every day, are we rolling for every day?
I don't think I understand the question, because I want to say yes.
Well, because I could get Yella up to a 20.
Yeah, if the rolls are good enough.
Yeah, but I mean, there's 12 hours in a day. That's like 12 potential rolls per day. Even without the advantage and the +5, I'd like to think I can at least get close. But I would have to roll all of it.
Well, each day only counts towards the total. You can't put multiple totals in one day. Or
Well, yeah, but like,
If the first one fails, and the second one fails, and the third one fails, and the fourth one fails, I still have the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Yeah, no, you can do as many rolls as there is time in a day. If you fail all of those, you fail the day, and I don't think we ever had to discuss the ramifications of you failing a day.
We did, it doesn't matter. As long as the workout is done.
Oh, yeah.
Because there were days she didn't hit it. I was like, does it fully reset if she misses a day?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And you were like, no.
No,
that would be
that'd be too cruel. The object was to allow you to utilize a powerful weapon, not punish you, and beat you over the head and make you cry, while you hold the bow and sob into it.
Uh-huh.
When you can sob into Samson, what? Anyway.
Yala spends one day sobbing into Samson. My dumbbell doesn't work anymore!
Sorry, I feel like there was a thing for if you take enough time, you can just, you can ask the DM to just take a 20. I feel like that would just save us.
I don't know about such a rule, and on face value, I'd be a little hesitant to implement it.
Well, it's like a skill check by the rules takes usually about 6 seconds because you use an action for it. Some things might take more, like a minute or like an hour. But if you just spend enough time doing it, like instead of rolling 12 times a day to maybe get a 20, and they just take the whole day and you just give me the 20.
No, because this is working towards a stat increase. And
Yeah.
I know nothing in
Okay.
5th edition that would normally just allow you to build stat increases. This is already special enough as it is.
Yeah. I mean, ASIs and feats, but that's about it.
ASIs and feats, but you don't roll for those.
And magic. Yeah,
Or wish.
That's true. Alright, so... Alright, so Samson has 4 under his belt, so he needs 10 more?
You need a
14
total
for-
of... Yeah, you need a total of 2 weeks. That's right, because she had 4 weeks because she was going up 2 things. You're going up 1, so you'd only need 2 weeks. So you're right,
14
10.
days.
Yeah, you're right, 10.
Well, yeah, but like, Samson might as well try to get stronger anyway.
I mean, if you
Shell
wanna
is at
go-
18 now, right?
Yeah, it'd be only fair to
And
allow...
I've got more than enough time to get to 20. I just have to roll. I'm just gonna let you roll first, because
Yeah.
it seems like a doozy.
I will say, I don't know... I mean, it's up for debate, but my intention was to kind of just keep it at a... grow 2 slots and get it, because it's kind of a freebie. But I never thought we'd get to a point where everybody's trying to get it, which I guess on my end it was kind of like a, you know, you should have figured that one out, forehead.
Don't
But
worry, Nim's not gonna lift any weight.
I think it would be fair to say that you can do ability checks given a certain mechanic and go up 2 levels, but beyond that, I'm hesitant to say yes, because then, you know, with any amount of mechanical effort and time, Samson could get a 20 in Arcana, and at that point, if everybody has a 20 in every stat, what's the point in specializing in classes?
Where am I at now?
Like I said, it could still be up for debate, but I'm willing to leave it at the +2.
Six.
It really is just alternating between 27 and 26.
7.
Seven.
7. 8. 9. 10. Alright, now he's got a 17 and can no longer use the weight.
Does Balthazar tell Nim any funny stories?
I don't know.
Nim is gonna ask him that every day, I hope you know.
Yeah, and every day he will share with you a story that he finds humorous.
Fantastic.
Alright, so so you said for the time being we're just gonna say a 2-point bump is the limit?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all wanna help Samson get stronger?
Woo! Yeah.
Alright, so this time it's just an advantage. What the fuck? There we go. One.
Oh man.
2. What? 2. 3.
Those are hard.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That counts.
Does
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, it's an 18
Oh.
or more.
Oh, it was an 18! I thought it needed to be 20.
No,
yeah. It's just we've never rolled around that area. It's always either been like 27 or like
or
2.
3. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the funny logic. The funny logic was she had to meet at 18 because she started at a 16, but needed an 18 to actually wield the bow effectively.
Was looking to get to 18, so I had to roll higher than 18.
She had to roll 18 or higher. She had to at least meet the maximum of what her stat was going to be.
Base.
I
Alright.
figured that was an easy way to remember the numbers, and I'm glad I put it that way because months later, I still remember what the check was. And you guys know how often I'm like, what check was it?
4.
This is like the only check in the game that I've consistently remembered, and I feel like that's silly.
Fuck.
Samson like stubs his toe or something, trips on his face.
Oh, I can't believe he rolled 2 1.
Oh.
Wait, did you?
Yeah, because
Oh.
that's how getting a 1 with advantage works.
Oh.
Can I use a lucky die to try and make one of them not a 1?
No, I'm sorry. All
That's
double
fair.
natties and all double failures.
Yeah.
Alright. So, one day, Samson's gonna have worked up too much of a sweat, he's gonna slip on it, and he's gonna hit his head on the floor as he goes down, interrupting Nim and Besrora's lesson while Hyala looks on, like, concerned and all girlfriend-like. Samson takes 5 damage and has a bruise on the back of his head.
Oh shit. Oh, it's a good thing we're in frozen time, so I could just log right.
He's like, well, nap time.
Yeah, for a few days after that, you've got a little painful bump on the back of your head, which it doesn't help that your hair is always pulled up.
I mean, if that were the
to wear
case,
his hair down.
yeah, he'd probably just wear his hair down if it's causing any sort of issues. Like,
Ooh. It works out for Jade.
We have a preference.
We have a
apparently,
It's a good preference. Long hair's great.
his hair's already long. It
It's
is
the same
just
length. It's gonna be longer though. It's been 2 months.
considerably. Yeah, that's true.
He's also probably facial hairy, unless he's been grooming the whole time.
I mean, there's no reason why he can't. He has a mirror on him.
Well,
Unless
I'll say this: as the days and weeks go by, Samson, you notice it dawns on you that you don't have to shave at any point. Time's certainly passing, but you're not changing.
oh, so the growing of time does not occur.
The biological precedence of time does not occur. You still feel hungry.
Still feel hungry. Head still hurty, but
Head
no
still
more
hurty. Still have, you know, those moments where you're like, oh, I need to go to the bathroom. I need to eat. But
Yeah.
your body does not seem to be doing, your fingernails,
Body timing.
a chipped fingernail is seemingly not growing forward.
We.
Anyway, proceed with your rolls.
All right. We're on a 5, right?
Yeah, you were on a 5.
6.
Oh wait, I thought you meant what roll you rolled last. I have no
Halfway
idea.
there.
I have no idea if you were on a 5. I just saw you rolled a 5.
7. 7.
Jackpot!
8. 8.
8.
8.
Wait.
9.
Wait, was it a double?
Oh, fuck off!
I was gonna say, since Nim would be there, can I just give the give
No.
thing?
No,
You're
fine.
busy.
You do your own thing.
Kiela's helping.
Yeah, Yellow's helping.
Let me help you help him better.
You're literally learning 2 months worth of information. Don't get distracted.
Yeah, it will take longer.
He's right.
Taking so long because Nim keeps asking him about his life.
That adds another month. Where were we? 9? 10? 9?
11.
Which one is it?
Count them
11.
up.
400.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. That was the 9.
Where did I get 11?
I thought you were just fucking with me, I'll be honest.
No, I just remember 11.
9!
It tells you.
9! 9!
99999.
10! I just checked. 10! 10! 10! 11! Oh, 12!
I hope you're not running out of days.
Each day you can make how many checks again?
12!
Oh yeah, you can make a ton. That's right. Never
Yeah,
mind.
it's 2 checks per 2 hours, so like, even if you sleep 12 hours a day, that's like 12 rolls a day.
13!
Yeah, and he hasn't failed more than like
13! 14!
14!
Woo! We got an 18 in strength!
Any other utilizations of this stop time you'd like?
Can Simpson study those textbooks he brought with him?
Sure.
Would they have... Is there any, like... benefit? Crafting or otherwise?
If I knew what textbooks you were talking... I know what textbook you were talking about. If I knew the subject of them, I'd be able to discern whether or not I feel like giving you a benefit.
It was like the special ammo one. It was like the ammunition one and one of the other ones that Oakley was talking about.
Oh yeah, and I haven't had a second to even remotely think about
That's fair.
damage types.
man,
Because
it's
I'd
a
like to
shame.
kind of have a system that's, you know, a little like Monster Hunter. You have slicing ammo, piercing ammo, bludgeoning ammo.
Blast up. I'd love that.
Exactly, but I need
We already
time
Monster
to...
Huntered the first thing we fought. But yeah, if you need time to work that in, that's more than fine.
Because I need to make sure it's not completely fucking busted and makes regular bullets useless. Because even in Monster Hunter, normal ammo is not useless.
It's abundant.
Yeah, you have, like, plenty of it, and it does good damage all around.
That's its use.
Yeah.
It's abundant.
But, you know, you don't hit a 40 in D&D on a gun, so, on a bullet, so, like, you roll, like, a D4 or some shit. Not a lot of numerical variation to play with things.
Do we want to just say that he gets the,
Him study,
him study and he get the benefits when the system is in check?
Yeah. Roll me a history check to see how well you get to that information.
Alright, how many can I make in a day?
You can make one. It's not per day, it's the reviewing of the material.
Okay.